do you know what we're doing in class today?
I heard that Miss Brizzle's going to teach us about an organism in a new taxon.
No way. What organism are we going to learn about?
Tis I, the Briz. Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Brizzle. Today we will be discussing a new organism in a taxon we have not yet discussed. It's called the Onychophora. You all know what that means?
Field trip time!
Please let this be a normal field trip.
With the Briz? No way.
Where are we?
We're at the organism transformation chamber. Here we'll meet our new friend, the Onychophora.
Ani what?
Onychophora. I heard they have a coelomic cavity which protects their organs, and they don't have an endocrine system.
Exactly. Also, their nervous system consists of brain and nerve cords.
Cool, and they kind of look like caterpillars.
Here we can transform any organism to be a different organism for the purposes of studying without actually having to walk too far.
Wow, it looks like there's already an organism inside.
Where's Matt?
Oh no.
Oh my god!
That's an Onychophora or a Matychophora.
Does our Matychophora belong to the Peripatidae or Peripatopsidae family?
I believe he's a part of the Peripatidae family. Both members of the families differ in the number of legs, the position of the gonopore, and reproductive habits.
Cool! So how does an Onychophora eat, Miss Brizzle?
Well, Ash, an Onychophora eats by secreting sticky threads from its oral papillae, whereas the common people know it, the mouth. Then the threads entangle the prey.
Wait, does that mean I'm a carnivore? I was a vegan before this. I can't resist their tempting flesh.
So, Miss Brizzle, why do Onychophorans have multiple feet or leg thingies and Matychophora only has two?
Hey, I'm as normal as I can be. I was human just a few minutes ago.
Well, Ash, normal Onychophorans have between 13 and 43 pairs of hollow fluid-filled feet and use their claws on the end to move across various surfaces.
So, how do they make babies?
Oh boy.
Onychophorans are dioecious, which means that they have few external fertilization, but most have internal fertilization. All Onychophorans reproduce sexually except for the species Epiporus interni, who reproduce by parogenesis. Onychophorans can be oviparous or viviparous. The difference between the two is that oviparous animals don't undergo any embryonic development inside the mother, whereas viviparous animals do. Onychophorans develop directly and hatch or are born just as juveniles with developed segments and organs.
Miss Brizzle, how long would I survive as an Onychophora?
Well, according to my extensive knowledge, you and the rest of your species survive for several years.
Wow, what to do with all that time?
According to the phylogenetic tree organized by the rRNA sequences, Onychophora share a common ancestor with Entoprocta, Brachiopoda, and Mollusca. Meanwhile, according to the phylogenetic tree organized by the data matrix, Onychophora share a recent common ancestor with Arthropoda. The rRNA-based phylogenetic tree indicates that Onychophora are more closely related to Mollusca than to Arthropoda, but the data matrix-based phylogenetic tree indicates that Onychophora are more closely related to Arthropoda than to Mollusca. The circulatory and segmentation between Onychophora and Arthropoda are similar, but it is dissimilar between Onychophora and Mollusca. These traits can be homoplastic, so even though the traits appear similar, it may not necessarily mean that they descended from a common ancestor. The phylum Onychophora has existed for approximately 520 million years and are believed to have originated and evolved from the Achaea pedunculata during the Mid-Cambrian period. Its placement on the phylogenetic tree is uncertain because some scientists believe that Onychophora evolved from arthropods, others believe they evolved from annelids, and others believe they evolved from the common ancestor of both arthropods and annelids. The published tree in the journal article includes 77 taxons with 150 genes tested for each, while the tree generated in lab has 8 taxons. The published tree includes comparisons based on differences in DNA, while the tree from lab focuses on physiology. However, the physiology of the phylum can be due to homoplasy, and although organisms may have similar traits such as locomotion or segmentation, they may not necessarily have a similar common ancestor.
Well, class, we've come to the end of our field trip. Hasn't it been glorious?
Well, I've been an Onychophora for the better part of the day, so...